Fallout 3 Remastered. A lot of people are talking about it. Are we going to get a remaster? Are we going to get a remake? When could we actually get our hands on that? We're going to cover everything today. The latest news, leaks, rumors, a new leak out there that states we're going to be getting it really soon. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy or Chaos. Do me a favor. Make sure you drop a like, you're subscribed, and hit that hype button 3 times a week. Hype up every single Chaos Gaming video. It's free to do, and apparently we're on a leaderboard. So the higher we move up, the better the channel does. And I know we have a community here, so make sure you guys hit that hype button if you would. Remember, I respond to every single comment. I read every single comment. I don't respond to every single comment. That would be really hard, but I do read every single comment on every single video. Now, let's jump into Fallout 3. First off, yes, the Fallout 3 remaster appears to be real. If only by rumor and leak documents, it is definitely real. In fact, back in 2023, internal Microsoft Bethesda documents from the FTC versus Microsoft case, which is now done, explicitly listed Fallout 3 Remaster on the release schedule. That made waves, since it confirmed the project was planned and it was a reality. Then leakers like NateTheHate2, they've since confirmed it's still on the books, but timelines have completely shifted. In April of this year, NateTheHate replied that the remaster is planned, but won't be for a while. In other words, it's real, but it's not coming next month. Now, most insiders echoed that exact theme. For example, the reputable site GameSpot noted that NateTheHate2 specifically said it'll be a while before we see Fallout 3 again. Similarly, a Video Gamer report explains the Oblivion remaster dropped late, so that suggested that Fallout 3 was pushed back and it won't arrive soon. Maybe 2026. So while Oblivion's remaster launched, you could expect Fallout 3, well, the makeover, it's kind of backburnered at the moment. With that being said, we have some new whispers, some new leaks, some new rumors. In early August of this year, literally this month, insider Detective Seeds, a YouTuber known for credible leaks, hinted via social media that an April 2026 release is not out of the question. He noted that Oblivion's Remastered also arrived in April 2025. And then he suggested Fallout 3 might actually follow that pattern next year. Now that's pure speculation for now, but it gives hope. It gives a possible launch window to actually watch, and it tells us they could be possibly working on this really, really hard right now behind the scenes. Meanwhile, another August story emerged where fans spotted Bethesda's Gamescom schedule briefly listed, and there was a TBC slot which sparked a lot of talk about a surprise Fallout 3 announcement. Sites like Game Reactor noted the buzz around a possible Gamescom reveal, but in reality, those slots ended up being filled by Doom: The Dark Ages and Indiana Jones content. So there's no official Fallout 3 teaser. It wasn't there. Well, it doesn't mean it doesn't real. It's actually probably done sitting on a drive somewhere, but it does have people excited. The bottom line is insiders all agree a Fallout 3 remaster is indeed coming, but we just haven't seen it yet. It's been delayed from the original plans, those documents that once pegged it for a release in 2024, and with other projects taking priority, we look ahead to 2026. So the next big question is, what platforms would this actually target? What upgrades would we get? The whole point of a remaster is to make this thing better, right? Well, given Bethesda's pattern, you could expect modern consoles and PC. The original Fallout 3 was on the 360, the PS3, and the PC. A remaster will almost certainly hit PC, Xbox Series, and PS5. Maybe the Xbox One and PS4 is cross-gen. I don't know. It would be a surprise if it skipped any of those, to be honest with you. And who knows, maybe even a future Switch 2 version could actually happen. And then you ask about the graphics and the performance. Think big upgrades. The point of a remaster is to sharpen the visuals and fix the old issues. For reference, Oblivion Remastered boosted textures, they had lighting, and they fixed bugs. They can expect similar to Fallout 3, and insiders are suggesting features like shiny new graphics and overhauled mechanics. That's on the table. And of course, everybody wants to see higher resolution textures, improved lighting, maybe even ray tracing or 4K 60 FPS modes. I mean, we can all hope and wish and pray, right? Also, gameplay improvements, better enemy AI, smoother gunplay, all the bugs nailed. After all, people have pointed out how glitchy the PC version could be after 15 years. It wouldn't be surprising to me at all if the remaster is being handled by Virtuos, the same team behind Oblivion's remaster. It was a huge hit. They know what they're doing. In fact, industry reports mentioned Bethesda worked with the aid of Virtuos on Oblivion, and the pair of remasters, well, we talked about it. They leaked together. To me, the detective work I do implies that Virtuos might be on the Fallout 3 remaster as well. And if so, probably means updating the existing game code and assets rather than building a brand new whole game engine from scratch. Now, we talked about the release date. Let's really hone in here. When could we actually get it? I mean, all signs point to not too soon, not too late. The original leak timeline we said was 2024. That clearly didn't happen. Now that Oblivion slipped and came out, and Elder Scrolls 6, they're working on it. Others, they've all mentioned a 2026 release date, right? Detective Seeds said April 2026. I really want that one to be true, but we don't have anything tangible to go off of that. It does fit with Bethesda's habit of launching big RPGs in spring. Like I said, Oblivion, April 2025, but take the dates with a grain of salt. One report bluntly titled it, "It'll be a while before we see Fallout 3 again." So, I don't know. I'm trying to be optimistic here. Nothing official is announced, but it's safest to say early 2026 at the soonest, probably later, could roll into 2027. Now, here's another big thing, big confusion. Remaster or remake? We've been calling it a remaster. Is it a remaster, polished? Or is it a remake, full-on rebuild? All the current information so far that I have suggests a remaster. That document we talked about calls it specifically a Fallout 3 remaster. Bethesda's recent remaster use of that term, Oblivion, implies they'll keep the core game the same, they'll just update it. Nobody officially is talking about rewriting the entire game or rewriting the story. And people on Reddit have speculated wildly, but experts are clarifying it's not a brand new game, just an updated one. For an example, one person suggested the remaster might actually run the old Gamebryo engine with a new Unreal veneer on top. That's much like the classic Halo remasters, but that as well is unconfirmed. That came from the internet, so it's not a press release, so who knows, but it does make some sense. And the plan on the same quest, you could plan on the same quest, you could plan on the same DLC, all the endings you remember, just looking better and playing smoother. Now, fan theories, wish list. I mean, the Fallout community has a mind of its own and has its own ideas. A lot of people have even built their own remaster by modding the game. A YouTuber compiling some 24 texture and overhaul mods showed a really good-looking, modern-looking Fallout 3 that you can play right now today, and true believers joke they created the Fallout 3 remaster of their dreams, even if it means juggling mod conflicts in there. So we'll see. I mean, other people want quality of life fixes, next-gen conveniences, faster load times, improved aiming systems, updated UI, additional content. Some people want to have the remaster tie into the Fallout TV show, maybe Easter eggs from Season 2, maybe just subtle things in there, new dialogue lines. Others want a full engine upgrade. Technically minded fans wonder if it could jump to the latest Creation engine or even Unreal to support things like ray tracing again. Probably not, but you can be hopeful. And then there's a few out there somewhere in the corner of the internet that want VR. Yeah, VR. I'm not really big on VR, but then again, co-op, that would be cool, right? And none of that has been confirmed, but the community puts it out there, and hopefully Bethesda listens to the best ideas. This isn't happening in a vacuum. The whole Fallout franchise is resurging, buzzing again. The Amazon TV series premiered last year, got a second season that's coming. I think Season 3 is already greenlit. Fallout 76, once the odd one out, is now in a good place. It's showing a resurgence because of the TV show. There's even the new update out there, and of course, Fallout 5. It's on everybody's minds. Todd Howard has always said not to expect that anytime soon. We're probably at 2029 or 2030, but the point is Fallout is surging. And the Fallout 3 Remastered just adds fuel to that fire and bridges the gap between the main Fallout installments. So it's coming. Trust me, rest assured it's coming. We just need to be patient. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, I read every single comment on every single video, and I'll see you soon.